It's 2026. Everything is a network, whether it's your office, politics, a toxic friend group, or a competitive market. You probably feel like you're surrounded by problems. You're playing whack-a-mole trying to fix every little issue. But as soon as you solve one, two more pop up. That's because you're fighting the sheep. Most people are followers. They act because someone else told them to, or because they're reflecting the energy of a central leader. If you spend your life fighting the followers, you'll die of exhaustion. Today, we're breaking down Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. To stand strong is the foundation here. To go after the shepherd, you need absolute internal clarity. You can't be afraid of the noise the crowd makes while you're focusing your sights on the center. Why is standing strong the only way to execute Law 42? Because the shepherd is usually protected by the sheep. Weakness is distraction. A weak person gets emotional. They get into petty arguments with the underlings. They waste their power on people who don't actually make the decisions. Strength is surgical focus. A strong person remains calm under the barking of the crowd. They observe the group dynamics until they find the one person who provides the oxygen for the trouble. Standing strong means you have the patience to ignore the symptoms so you can cure the disease. In 1532, Francisco Pizarro arrived in the Inca Empire with only 168 men. The move. He didn't attack the army. He didn't fight the soldiers. He invited the Emperor Atahualpa to a peaceful meeting in a square. Once the emperor was there, Pizarro ignored the thousands of guards and went straight for the shepherd. He captured Atahualpa. The result, the moment the Inca soldiers saw their living god captured, they froze. The 80,000-man army didn't fight back, they scattered. They had no orders, no direction, and no spirit without their shepherd. Pizarro stood strong in his audacity, proving that one strike at the center is worth 10,000 at the edges. How do you apply this in your career or your social life today? You have to stop being a busy soldier. Corporate tries to please every coworker and fix every tiny complaint. Corporate identifies the one gatekeeper or influencer who sets the culture. Conflict argues with the person who insulted them in public. Conflict finds the person behind the scenes who started the rumor. Market tries to compete with every small brand in the niche. Market targets the leader of the niche or disrupts the core technology they all use. 1. Isolate the troublemaker. In any group of 3 or more, there is one person who is the engine. If you remove them by firing them, distancing them, or neutralizing their influence, the group will lose its vibe and fall apart. 2. Don't negotiate with the sheep. Don't try to win over the followers. They will follow whoever is in the center. Change the center, and you change the followers. 3. The silent strike. Often, the shepherd doesn't even know they are the target until it's over. You don't need a loud confrontation. You just need to withdraw the shepherd's support or resources. This law can feel mean, but look at it through the lens of efficiency. Standing strong is the realization that prolonged conflict is a waste of life. Fighting 100 people is a tragedy. Neutralizing one person to save the 100 is a strategy. When you strike the shepherd, you aren't being a bully. You're being a surgeon. You refinding the central nervous system of the problem and dealing with it so that everyone else can move on. Stop wasting your ammo on the front lines. Find the general, stand strong, and strike the center. If this series is helping you navigate the complex networks of 2026, hit that subscribe button. We are in the final countdown of the laws. Next time, we're looking at Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. I'll show you why force is for amateurs and seduction is for masters. Would you like me to show you how to find the emotional hook that makes people want to follow you? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.